2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hey y'all, I'm Amy, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective readings, okay? Like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who have already liked and subscribed and commented. I appreciate that shit so much, okay? If you want to contribute to the channel, my Amazon wishlist link is in the description box. You can just go on down there and go browse around if you want to get me something nice to show me some appreciation. But honestly, I don't really care about that. If you want a personal reading, you can just email me and I'll get back to you with the details. And so I guess what I was thinking about saying when I first pushed record, but I didn't want to get off track, is I guess I'm getting right into it today. I don't really want to drag it out today. And I started late. So Spirit had me pick 4 books, and I just been getting one card from each of the decks that the books were 2. Last time I got 2 cards, I just don't know. Oh, okay. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light only, you're welcome into this reading. Please give the Piscean Seer Collective the best and most accurate information for them at this time, because they shot out a card like they was ready. All right, what's the first card? And I just seen 111. I seen resistance, and that first card that fell out was self-sabotage, and this is number 22. This is gang gang Sada, gang gang. No disrespect to gang gang Sada, but she's got a star, a cloud, a storm cloud, a star, and a moon in her hands, because she has, oh, and 1 hand on her heart. She got 6 hands, okay? Oh, no. She got 8 hands? I don't know. I can't tell. It looked like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, she got 7 hands, okay? See, look. 1 on her heart. And then one of her hands got the sun, the moon, the sun in one hand, the moon in another hand, a star hanging from it, a star just floating on top of one, and then one's like this with the storm cloud, and then the other one has just like a regular cloud, and then there's all kinds of like planets back here behind the shit. So you might be like really deeper than you think, okay? Stargazing, sun gazing, moon gazing is very powerful for you. You're definitely a cosmic being, or you probably wouldn't be watching this. What is that? Is that dragon fruit? I'm looking at dragon fruit. I'm looking at coconuts. I'm looking at oranges. You might be seeing these or like those fruits, okay? But let's see what's the spiritual meaning of dragon fruit. Hey, yo, what's... Okay, so dragon fruit is a symbol of strength, and it inspires you to be tough mentally. All the battles are won in the mind before they even come to feasting. Once you have a strong temperament and inner strength, you can take on any challenges like a champion and emerge out victorious. Okay? I like the way that sounds. So stop resisting spirit. Like, you don't have to resist them. There is their goal to turn you into a freaking champion. They want you to win in all areas of, you know, life. Like, life is not meant for you to just be miserable or doing the same thing every fucking day. Some shit you don't even like doing. Like, so the spiritual meaning of the coconut exemplifies the incarnation, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Okay, which is kind of what you're going through. This is our version of what Jesus went through. Okay, the ego death and all of that shit. You have to kill. You're really dying and coming back to life in God. Like, it's really very deep and hard to explain right here in this little 20-minute video I'm about to make. Okay. The coconut falls from the highest point on the tree, symbolizing Jesus's descent from God the Father, okay? So So, because he was born here first. But before you get born, you really sit there and you talk to God, okay? You talk to God, you tell God, your soul is communicating with God always, okay? All the time, even when you think that it's not. It's called your higher self. Your higher self is in constant connection with God, okay? And before you come here, you talk to God. So Jesus had to descend from God, okay? And then when he died, and then God resurrected him. Like, that's how they say it went. And what else? So the number 22 is offering you the strongest support. So your angels really got your back right now. A message that you are in touch with the highest spiritual beings. Didn't I say you're very cosmic, okay? You get lots of guidance that you don't really realize you're getting. Let me see. In the book, it says that Gang Seta is a shadow goddess. The Witch of Golden Lane blew into Tobago and determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. You could be a witch, okay? You could call yourself a witch. You are scared that you're going to mess it all up, and you may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself, okay? You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Oh, so you're not resisting spirit, you're resisting your own magic. You need to do some shadow work. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection. That will never come, okay? When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. So the goddess declaration for this card is, this is me. I show up, okay? This is me. I show up, all right? You see me every fucking day. Pretty much, mostly. So this is how you need to be. You need to show up for what it is that you believe you are supposed to be doing. Whatever it is that God assigned you to do, you need to show up for that thing and do it. Don't resist yourself, by making all of these excuses or acting like, I don't know. I almost said acting like you fell off the wagon. Like, there's no reason for you to be resistant to spirit. Look, they want to see you winning. Look at this. This was here when I split the deck. The Empress and the Six of Wands. They want to see your ass winning. Okay? That's all they want to see you doing. Because you do the work. But look, and they've called judgment in your favor. Like, they've called judgment. The daily choices I make now align me with my life's purpose. But you're so sad, feeling like, I don't know, it's like you might be happy, like physically happy, but there's some sadness going on inside of you. And it's like, as soon as you think you got a hold on your emotional intelligence, in rushes this sad ass feeling like you're losing somehow. But no, like, you have all the inspiration that you need to make these new beginnings, okay? You have all the intuition that you need to make this shit happen, and you have all the movement that you need to make this shit happen. Like, you literally have everything you need to fucking do this shit, but still there's just something in the way. Like, there's something you need to break. Yes, you're feeling trapped. It's the feeling of being trapped. Gratitude, spirit. You feel trapped, confined. It says self-limiting, uncertain, lack of direction, needing release or letting go. There's something you need to let go of. Like, you feel like you've made all of these sacrifices and like you're waiting, but you have a lack of direction and like a real lack of perspective on the whole situation. It says it's time for a sacred pause. Stillness grants perspective. So you need to meditate in order to get a better perspective on this thing, to see it from a higher perspective. There's some shit that you don't even know is going on. It says traditional institutions. So it's the Hierophant. I choose which traditions to embrace and how to do it. It's like, it's almost like you're really into this whole, because I said someone might be a witch. You're a witch, but yeah, look at the Magician. So this is the Nine of, no, is this the Nine of Wands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's the 9 of Wands. But you're very resilient. It's like you're in this ongoing battle with yourself and with other unseen forces. Look, because we got the Magician with the moon. That's fucking dark magic, okay? Or you're hiding the fact that you do magic from everyone because you're worried about how they're going to fucking feel about it. But fuck them. You can do your work that you're doing. You're making investments for yourself. Like, things are coming from your hard work that you're doing. And I don't mean magic work. Like, it comes from the hard work that you do within you first. That's why you need to do shadow work. You shouldn't even be doing magic if you have all of this shadow work you need to do. Like, unless this magic is going to help you clear out the shadow work that you got going on. It's like you were in this 5 of Swords energy. Like, it says defeat, surrender, change, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior. Like, maybe you were doing, I don't know. I'm starting to think this could be somebody around you. But no, but that's not what I'm getting. It's like you did some magic you weren't supposed to do, and then karma kicked your ass, and so now you're on the right path. And I think that you're still just anxious about it. Like, you've already received your karma for whatever you were doing. That's weird. I've never really had a reading like this before. Like, you've already received your karma. Happiness is coming to you. You're the Queen of Swords in the upright now. Like, and your thoughts are dominating your feelings because you're expecting sadness, more sadness. Like, you're not forgiving yourself. Or there's some, it doesn't have to be magic. It could have just been something. It could have been some words you shouldn't have said, or something like, or you feel that way, like you shouldn't have said it. But no one knows what you should be saying. Like, you do what you need to do. You say what you need to say, and then you deal with it later. Like, I mean, it doesn't mean don't have the foresight, don't think about it. But there's some sort of like travel coming up, like something. Maybe you want to move abroad. You want to go over land, or you're planning to do so, but you need your self-confidence and self-belief first. Like, Spirit's not even gonna let you leave the country yet. Type shit. Like, that's what I really got from that. Like, Spirit's like, no, you're not ready yet. You have to be a vibrational match, and there's nothing in your way but you. I pulled out this card too with the deck that I'm about to do, but it doesn't go with it. Strength and guidance. There's lots of strength in your guidance. People don't really realize that, and so they ignore it because it's really hard to believe anyway that you even have guidance. Like, that's something that your guidance actually tells you over and over again until you believe it. But you have to choose your intention. You have to live with the choices that you make, okay? There are worlds within you. You're a very complex being, okay? You're a very, very complex being, and you are magic. Like, you are the only thing that you need. Like I said, you have everything you need. It's up to you to recharge your destiny and to calm yourself and keep a calm mind and a clear head. Like, nobody else can do that for you. Like, if you're being resistant to the changes that Spirit brings in your life, then you're just not ready for them, honestly. And you need to get curious about what it is that Spirit's talking about, because I kind of feel like you do. I feel like you know. Like, I don't get the feeling that, like, you don't really know what I'm talking about. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's something that something that's making you resistant. Like, it could be a fear of change. Yeah, a fear of expanding into the unknown, of letting the wonder and the magic take over your life. Like, you just feel like, yeah, you need to breathe in your trueness of who you are. Like, you are fucking amazing, brilliant, naked, just the way you are. You live in abundance no matter what you have. You are a being of light. And so what if you've done some things that you consider dark in the past? We all are light and dark. We're masculine and feminine. And the hardest part is forgiving yourself and others for the things that you've been through. So don't be so anxious, okay? Just give yourself a break. Give yourself a chance. And if there's any cords you need to cut, go ahead and cut them. Because Spirit's trying to prepare your life for a different kind of love right now. That's what they're saying. That's why they're like, just keep your heart open. Like, That's kind of the theme of the day. Like, just keep your heart open. Don't be so resistant to change. If you're resistant to change, it's like an affirmation that you don't deserve change, or like you're not worthy of change. And that's like you being your own judge and jury, you know, and that's not your job. That's God's job. If God gave you a blessing, then you accept that shit. You don't be like, no, God, I don't deserve it. God knows everything about you and and all the circumstances. If he gave it to you, then you must deserve it. You must be ready to receive it. So receive it. Like, it's something else. This moon deck. First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. But like I said, there's something within you that needs assessment. Full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. Didn't I say you're afraid of something? Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Yes, because all you need is you and the inspiration to take that action. Period. You take one step, I promise you, your spirit guides will meet you. New moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. I tell you, it's waiting on you. You are the one who creates this heaven on earth. If you think you can't, then you can't. It's really that simple. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck, because you have amazing luck. Like, to call it luck is just stupid. Like, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes. New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. Stay focused on the positive. I know it's like, what? Do shadow work, but stay focused on the positive. Yes, you do shadow work a little bit at a time, okay? You give yourself the reasonable time to heal and to grow from things. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? That's why it's called work. It's not easy. It's a hard thing to do, to get back in touch with yourself and really listen to yourself, and, you know, to face things that you went through long ago that gives people deep-seated issues for their entire life. Yes, it's hard to look at those things, but you're not supposed to be just looking at those things and dwelling on those things all the time. There's a right time for everything, you know. There's, you know, like your meditation time, your journal time. If you want to cry during your meditation time and your journal time, that's fine. But after that, you get your ass up and you continue with your day. You can't just, you know, I mean, unless you're sick or something. Full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. Spirit's trying to give you a reality check right now. Like, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I really hear. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. What does it say? Because something is bad for your health. Some shit like that. So first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Yeah, you're holding, which goes on top of breathing your trueness. And the last quarter moon in Aries says work through your feelings, and it goes on top of you live in abundance. So like I said, there's shadow work that needs to be done. Work through your feelings and you will recognize the abundance that you already live in. Last quarter moon in Pisces says talk less and feel more, and first quarter moon in Leo says be humble. New moon in Gemini says think it through. First quarter moon in Taurus says release control. Yes, you're just very resistant to the love that yourself is trying to give yourself. I don't really know. Or you could, I don't know. That's what they're saying. Like, I'm not gonna backtrack on it. That's what they're talking about. They want me to pull out I Ching now. That's why I'm just sitting here, because I know they're not done. I know they ain't done. I Ching number 24, food, the return, the turning point. Okay, so you're approaching a turning point. This shadow work you're going to do is going to be a turning point for you. Like, you need to really, like, I don't know what it is that you need, that you're afraid of. Like, you could be afraid of commitment. You could be afraid of just, like, I know sometimes I get a little anxious, like when everything's going smooth, like when I'm making money and ain't nobody hating and ain't nothing going on. It's like, oh no, this feels like the calm before the storm. And I feel like you're kind of expecting that. It says friends come without blame. To and fro goes the way. On the seventh day comes return. It furthers one to have somewhere to go. So maybe in a week you're going to have somewhere to go. You might get invited to some sort of event. Like, you need to just go. It's like, that could be another thing that you're afraid of. Or, you know, one of y'all could be afraid of getting out there again. You could be afraid of dating, of love, you know. There's a lot of things to be afraid of, but the truth of the matter is there's nothing to be afraid of. Here's a tip. When you feel some sort of fear bubbling up, if you are willing to admit that that is a fear, that's very powerful. To be like, maybe I am afraid of this and this and that, you know, because sometimes, you know, you'll admit things to other people that you never would say, and you'll be like, wow, I never told anyone that before. Tell yourself things like that so that you can hear it out loud and that you can start to heal it, because God can't heal anything that you're not acknowledging. You need to acknowledge whatever pain is going on within you so you can truly come into the light and live in abundance, okay? And that's all that I have for you guys on this from Gang Gang Sarah. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.